But I got to tell you, what LeBron James has done as he has turned 38 years of age is just extraordinary. To me, and I have watched LeBron as closely from year one, dribble one, as anybody out there, I believe. I don't miss a LeBron game. You can ask my wife, Ernestine. I don't miss. Friday nights or date night, I don't miss LeBron. She just got to wait. She waited last Friday, birthday night, for LeBron. He looks better than ever. His body looks sensational to me. It looks so sleek, so svelte. He looks down a few pounds from last year, which is a great thing. And he still plays bully ball with the best of them. At Atlanta, they couldn't guard him. They couldn't keep him from the rim. He just terrorized the poor Atlanta Hawks. They didn't have Capella as their rim protector, but John Collins can't guard LeBron. He's also 6'9", like LeBron, but he's probably 20, 30 pounds lighter. Okongwu can't guard LeBron at 6'9". Okongwu might be 10, 15 pounds lighter. Can't guard him. Can't keep him from the rim. LeBron James, greatest driver of the basketball ever. I don't think it's even close. LeBron James is still the best passer in basketball, but now without Anthony Davis, the assists are falling because he knows he needs to score the basketball. Has he ever? So he hangs 47 on the Hawks. Score the basketball. Has he ever? So he hangs 47 on the Hawks. I haven't seen LeBron play any better than that. He did make 4 of 6 threes that game, which is unusual for him. He gets the occasional hot hand from 3, but that is not his forte, not his strength. And last night, he scored 43 while missing all 5 of his threes because it doesn't matter. He actually, I know he says, I need to take some so they'll honor my outside shot just a little bit so they won't just fall back in the lane and dare me to drive it. But he went 0 for 5 last night. He's now at 30.1% from 3 for the year, which is, it's pretty terrible. It ranks 149th out of 151 qualified three-point shooters. Think about that. 149 of 151, 30.1%. Yet he's terrorizing the league because he's the greatest driver of the basketball ever. And he has worked hard on all of his mid-range kind of shots. All of his Dirk Memorial one-footers, all of his step-back, really not step-backs, his fall-away type jumpers, his Jordan-esque mid-range arsenal, his on-the-move jumpers, they're sensational. I don't think he's ever been better as a scorer. So that's why it was so disappointing to me that after they lost at Miami, and they lost badly, LeBron did not have a great game that game. This is going back to last Wednesday, I believe it was. He had 6 turnovers in the game. They had 24 total. They lost points off turnovers, what was it, 31-2 that night, even though they out-rebounded the vaunted Heat. They outshot them a little bit from the floor. They outshot them a little bit from 3. But the turnovers hurt. LeBron made a couple of threes that night, but it wasn't enough to offset. And so sometimes he gets wounded, sometimes he gets over-emotional, and he spilled after the game what sounded to me like a concession speech, as in, I just can't win with this team. It felt like he was giving up on the prospect of actually winning games this year, even though we're all on the edge of our seats waiting for him, watching for him to pass Kareem, which at this pace, it seems like it's going to happen next week. Way to go, LeBron, there. But the point was, they were so good against the Hawks, and even though they had to hang on a little bit last night, the Charlotte Hornets made a late push. They did win the fourth quarter. They cut it to 4 with 16 seconds left. And to LeBron's credit, he went right to the line and made those 2 free throws. He was very good last night from the free throw line. For him, he made 11 of 15. He got 11 rebounds because he can. He could easily average double-digit rebounds if he decided to. And by the way, Thomas Bryant, he's not AD, but he's been a revelation for them because he chipped in with 18 and 15 last night, which was good enough to overcome Charlotte. And don't underestimate how much LeBron loves to light it up in Michael Jordan's house. Obviously, Michael can't play anymore. I would love to have seen that matchup. I think that Michael is the runaway GOAT. That's just me. My partner, Shannon, believes that it's GOAT James. We could go back and forth all day and all night about that. But Dirk made a very interesting point. Speaking of Dirk Nowitzki, he said if LeBron does pass Kareem, it will certainly strengthen his GOAT case. I can't argue with that. It will, even though obviously LeBron has played far longer than Jordan played. He's taken so many more shots. He's played so many more games that he should pass Kareem. And yet it's so stunning to me. LeBron is not a great jump shooter, yet he's going to become the greatest scorer in the history of the league because he's the greatest driver of the basketball ever. He's not a great free throw shooter, but it doesn't matter because he's taken so many free throws that he's piled up enough in longevity points to pass Kareem. It's still an overwhelming achievement for LeBron James. It is still all-time magnitude when it comes to achievement, just to last this long and be playing at such a high rate, such a high level. I'm in awe because he's not limping to this finish line. He's roaring to it. He's sprinting home past Kareem, and at the pace he's scoring the basketball right now, I don't know why he can't go on for a while. Obviously, he says he gets inspired by Brady. It's apples to oranges. Obviously, Brady can be protected in the pocket. But Brady took some shots the other day. He got sacked 3 times by Carolina, which can come after you. Took another 7 hits. So he's had 3 recent games where he took 7 big quarterback hits, which I'm sure makes him very sore on Monday mornings. But he doesn't have to play defense like LeBron is asked to play, and obviously the athleticism required to play basketball is way beyond that to play pocket passer the way Brady does. But the point is, yeah, Brady admires, LeBron admires Brady because he sits back and says, well, God, if he can go to 45, surely I can go to 40. It wouldn't surprise me at all if LeBron at 40 is still scoring 20 a game. He just looks like he can. He works at least as hard on his body, if not harder than Brady does. So he's in such great shape. He's got such pep in his step. His kids keep him young. That he likes to play basketball with them, play in the backyard. It just keeps him young. He likes to wear his hat backwards because it makes him feel young, and he is young. There's no reason he can't shatter the mold just like Brady shattered the mold. So I honor it. I'm in awe of what LeBron is doing at this point. I'd like to see him do more. Now coming up, Miami, which is a hard-nosed basketball team on the defensive end, Wednesday night is at the Crypt. The Lakers are still only 16 and 21. There's no reason to concede. There's no reason to give up on winning. They're still 12th in the West. Denver leads at 24 and 13, so they're way behind Denver, but 2.5 games back of Utah for the play-in tournament. They can do that. I think Anthony Davis will be back sooner than later with his stress reaction. So, LeBron, I'm here to tell you, a skeptic has been turned into a fan. Keep it up because you can keep it up. And Jen, I hand it back to you.
He does seem to do the impossible, Skip.
He does.
That's for sure, over and over. All right, we're going to have much more Undisputed coming up